Quick video on about selling stuff and purchasing stuff in the RC world. First rule in this world, never spend a lot of money on something with a person you don't know, not knowing if you go get what they say they selling you. That's the first rule. Rule number 2, never look at nothing like this here and see because it's so clean and it's already ready to go and let somebody sell it to you for a high amount of money when you could just save your money up and build your own. That's the second rule. And rule number 3, if you go purchase something from somebody, make sure it's a deal and worth you purchase it. Don't think that because it's already tricked out and ready to go, you getting something good because they throwing these numbers out there. I always see people with these cars and they be fully tricked out and they be asking these crazy selling prices after they done went out there and ran them. And we all know what kind of power these engines put down. So I just thought I'd throw some of that out there because I done had a couple people telling me for what I say I sell my 5T 2.0 for, basically I'm giving it away. But my theory is like once I don't bought it and I don't used it, the value go down. Regardless of how much I spent on it, the value still go down. That's just like a new car when you buy a new car. Once you drive it off the dealership, the value go down. So if I'm looking at like this here, if I got over $3,000 in this car, I'd be happy if I can get half of that back. So that's why I said I would sell this for $1,500 as a roller, $2,300 ready to run. Because in my eyes, I ain't losing. And whoever buying it, yeah, they feel like they coming up. But for me, I spent the money when I first bought it. And if I get that much back, I'm not losing because I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't drove it. Yeah, it's still almost new. But like I say, the value go down. Because if I'm going to ask for a high price, whoever buying it might as well save their money and go buy it new. Then they ain't got to worry about getting some and it ain't what they thought they was getting. They ain't got to worry about spending their money and the person, you know what I'm saying, not responding to their messages after they spend their money. They don't have to worry about none of that. So people need to understand this here. Just because you have nice stuff, when you go to sell it, you cannot be asking prices for what you almost spent on it. Because in that, if a person got common sense, they might as well just go buy it new. So if I sit here and say, give me $3,000, $2,500 for this car, is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. But who go spend that when they can put another $1,000 with it and buy and do their whole car brand new? So it's all about having sense sometimes. You know, if it ain't a deal for you as buying it, don't spend your money. Because now a person who's selling something should never look to get what they spent when they first built it. So I thought I'd just put that out there. And like I said, if I sell this here, I sell it for $1,500 as a roller, or $2,300 ready to run. But I would not put it in the mail. It'll have to be a pickup. The engine ain't even got 5 tanks of fuel. Still new. Like I say, this 4-wheel drive, for where I'm staying in South Florida, I don't really have nowhere to run it. This is not fun for me to bash. You know, if I bash my Baja, I will bash this hill. But this hill, it ain't fun to bash. So that's why it'll be up for sale if anybody wanted it. But other than that, it'll sit right where it's sitting at right now. There you go.